Hello, everybody. This is Pastor Willie, and this is the encouraging word for today. And we are on a journey to restoration, and it's complete restoration that God desires for us. Not half restoration, not three quarters, but complete and total restoration to what God desired, for what God created us to be, people in His own image. And we're taking the journey through our guide, David, the writer of the Psalms, and he gives us our roadmap in Psalm number 51. So just to recap, David has been confronted about his sins. He's confessed his sin. He has a new perspective on sin, as we saw yesterday. And that new perspective has caused him to do something that no one likes to do. He did what we all avoid. He did what we have defense mechanisms against, so we don't have to do that. In fact, he looked into the scariest place you could ever look. Now, when I was growing up, we used to watch horror movies. And the scariest place for me was going down the hallway to my bedroom in the dark. But the really scariest place there is to look into your own heart. Look into your own inner self. Listen to what David says, because he's done this self-examination. He's brought to the place where now he looks at himself. No more excuses outside. No more just shucking and jiving, trying to do the sidestep. He's faced his sin, and now he's looking inside. Listen to what he says in Psalm 51, verse 5 through 6. Surely I was sinful at birth, sinful from the time my mother conceived me. Yet you, God, desire faithfulness even in the womb. You taught me wisdom in the secret place. David realized that sin was not just a matter of some wrong actions he had done. It was not just a matter of a temptation or some bad behavior in his life, but it had a root deep in his heart. The root was in his character, the very makeup of himself, his inner person. And he realized he had been born that way, with that type of issue in his heart. It was his character. His character was warped. It's like when you have a car that's out of alignment, the wheels are out of alignment. You keep trying to hold the wheels straight, but the car keeps starting to drift and you have to bring it back. It was something inside of David. It was not the outward things that caused his problem. It was the inner things that caused his problem. So David looks at himself. Now, another good example is I like to work in the garden. Maybe some of you do also. And weeds come all the time. We pull them out or we chop them down and everything looks good for a while. Everything looks good for a while. But then the roots come back. The weeds come back because there is a root to the weeds that hasn't been removed. And if we're honest, in our lives, we focus on cleaning up the outside. And for a while, things look better. Oh yeah, now I have victory in that area. My attitudes have changed. My behaviors have changed. I don't have struggles with that anymore. But then it comes back because there's a root deep in our heart. We need radical surgery on our hearts. The first step is to recognize the problem. My sin problem is my heart. That's where the root is. And when we realize that, we are ready for the next step. So today's challenge is to ask God to show you your heart. It's the scariest place. But I guarantee you, and God won't give you more than you can handle, but little by little, he'll start showing you your heart so you can have his surgery. Tomorrow will be day 7 of our journey to restoration. It'll be on live on Facebook between 7 and 7:15, and we'll be looking at the solution to our brokenness in our heart, our broken character. So I hope you take the journey with me. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.